Hi, my name is Andy. Welcome to my shop. My intent for this video series is the design and build of a central dust collection system for my shop. I have a 25 by 40 separate building here at the house, and I've decided to go with a Dust Deputy XL version with a 3 horsepower motor. And I'm going to run 6-inch PVC piping to all my equipment. This has been a long time coming, a lot of research on the internet, and haven't seen much on the internet of people kind of going through the process with the larger systems. I've seen a lot of 4-inch and 1.5 or the 2 horsepower, the thine separator, and the 2 horsepower Harbor Freight units. But I wanted to spend a little time and kind of go through what I'm doing with the 3 horsepower and the Dust Deputy XL, which I don't think seen any YouTube videos of yet. So one of the first things I want to do is kind of baseline what this blower can do. So I actually bought a manometer off of Amazon. It was like $26. It's a MS6252A, is an alpha. And I have a remote power switch for the blower. As you can see, there's, I bought the whole unit. I just wanted this. I didn't need the filters because my end goal is actually going to be exhausting to the outside, and so I don't need to worry about filtering, and I really want to reduce the noise because this is concrete floor, concrete walls, drywall ceiling, so it echoes really loud in here, and this thing does make a racket. So let's first do this. Let's measure how loud this blower is, and if you guys, pretty much any smartphone, you can download an app to measure decibel measurements. This one's a JL Audio, so I'm gonna turn it on and kind of see when I'm talking what the decibels are. This is kind of just normal conversation. I've run this motor a couple times and it can get loud. So what are we at, 70-ish or something like that? So let me put on this hearing protection because it's gonna get loud. Let's see if you can see this here. Here we go. So that was looked to peak out at about 103 decibels from 70. I don't know all the science behind sound and decibels, but I know for every decibel it's a double the increase or something like that. But I think about an hour of that, you could probably do some permanent hearing damage. So one of the main reasons that I'm going to put this outside. So next, I'm going to configure the anemometer here for CFM, but I'm going to pause the video here real quick to get it set up, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got the manometer or anemometer set up. It wants you to put in how many cubic feet the area is that you're going to be measuring across, and after pi r squared, this came out to be 0.196 cubic feet. So I have it set on the flow setting, so this should give me cubic feet. Now it's going to be cubic feet per minute. See what happens. So, looking up, this is a CUFO UFO-102B. It comes with a dual bag unit, but this being a 6-inch, I measured across in there before I put this rubber boot on. I set this to the max setting, and I think this thing says it's rated at 2,700 cubic feet per minute, but I was getting 2264 right there at the inlet when I had it, right here. Now I don't know how much blocking this increases the speed, but that's kind of my baseline. So I guess one of my next things is going to be, I have a couple sticks of 6-inch PVC outside the shop that are, I think they're 10 foot long. Is, I guess, setting up some sort of however long those are hooked together, and see if the flow remains the same or if it drops. I guess one other thing I could do is actually run an amp meter on one of the power legs, because this is hooked up to a 20 amp circuit. Just want to see, I guess, how much I'm drawing with, nothing hooked up, basically fan exposed, which isn't supposed to be the best for your motor. But then, it's in the warm shop. I don't know if this heat is from the sitting in the shop or the motor running just now. So let me go pull out my amp meter and we'll measure that and see what it says. So I'm going to, it's turned to 200 amps AC. I got my ghetto wiring back here. This is just kind of temporary right now. I'm actually coming off another 220 plug on a 30 amp breaker, but I can measure what this thing's going to run. So 200 amps AC. We're going to hit this peak hold button right here. Maybe I do it while it's running. Data hold. All right, we'll run it and see what it does. Alright, well, when I kicked it on, it ramped up to like 80 amps, and then it came down and settled in right at 15 amps. So I guess a 20 amp circuit is going to be perfect for this, because there's no load on it. From what I've read, the more load you put on the motor, actually the less it's going to draw, because it's not spinning in that free space where it can just run itself out of control. So that's pretty much some testing I wanted to get done on the motor. It's the first time I've actually done these tests. I just got the anemometer the other day. I've used the amp meter before at my last shop to figure out why my table saw kept popping breakers. And the noise meter is the first time I've used that to measure the sound output here. So I definitely think putting this out behind the back wall here, which is concrete block, is going to make a huge difference in sound. I plan on taking readings with the anemometer as I build the piping to each tool to see how much flow I'm getting, because I know we're aiming for that, was it 4,000 feet per second or minute? No, minute, not second, that's like really fast. To keep the chips, floating through the air. So yeah, thank you for watching. I guess if you'd like to subscribe, because I do plan on adding more videos as I build a stand to mount the Super Dust Deputy, the barrel, the motor, because it's all going to be vertically mounted outside the back wall. It's a shed really, so it'll be out of the weather, but unconditioned space. And I got to do some finagling of some wiring and somehow drill a 6-inch hole through concrete block, which kind of bouncing some ideas off of friends. If anyone has a good suggestion, I'd love to hear it. I guess my plan is to take my Tapcon drill bit and drill a bunch of small holes in the circle and pound it out with a hammer. So, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.